On the 27th of August 2025, the United States imposed sweeping tariffs on India, a move that could reshape bilateral trade worth over 129 billion US dollars. The tariffs, announced by President Donald Trump during his joint address to Congress on March 5th, target nations with high tariff regimes. India, with auto tariffs exceeding 100%, has come under sharp criticism, described by Trump as a hard place to do business. Adding fuel to the fire, Washington slapped an additional 25% penalty on India for purchasing oil from Russia. China and Turkey face the same. With India defying the Trump administration, it's necessary to take a closer look at these tariffs and their wide-ranging implications. Interestingly, Trump's recent remarks on September 1st hinted at room for negotiation, especially in light of India's successful participation in the SCO summit in Tianjin, China. But the immediate impact on Indian industries is undeniable. First, the EIT services sector. India earned 199 billion US dollars in exports in fiscal year 2024, with over half from US-based clients. While not directly tariffed, higher costs for American tech products could hit demand for Indian giants like TCS and Infosys. Visa restrictions could worsen the talent crunch, threatening 4.5 million jobs. Second, pharmaceuticals. Exports stood at 23.6 billion US dollars in fiscal year 2024, with nearly 30% going to the US. Higher duties could erode India's competitiveness, costing exporters up to $7 billion annually. Third, gems and jewelry. India exported $4.8 billion worth of cut and polished diamonds to the US last year, one-third of total exports. This industry generates huge employment opportunities. But while silver and lower-cost jewelry might find new markets, the US demand for diamonds will be much harder to replace. Fourth, textiles, valued at $15 billion in US exports, already face competitiveness challenges. With cheaper imports from third countries, India's labor-intensive textile hubs are at risk. And finally, agriculture. Annual exports to the US are worth $50 billion, with rice and spices making up a big share. But increased imports of subsidized US grains and dairy could depress Indian farm incomes, a sector Prime Minister Modi has vowed to protect. On the import side, reduced tariffs could make US automobiles like Tesla and Harley-Davidson more affordable, intensifying competition for domestic players like Tata Motors, Mahindra, and Royal Enfield. Job losses in India's manufacturing hubs could drive unemployment rates beyond the current 8.1%. Macroeconomic impacts are stark. A widening trade deficit could exceed $7 billion annually. The rupee faces downward pressure. GDP growth may slow by 10 basis points, and the current account deficit could rise beyond 2% of GDP. Employment statistics will be most affected, with up to 1 million jobs at risk across IT, pharma, textiles, and autos. Interestingly, the US federal court has ruled that Trump's tariffs may be illegal, arguing that emergency laws were overstepped. Yet, tariffs remain a powerful economic weapon with geopolitical consequences. Frayed ties with Washington may push India to reset relations with China and lean more on Russia, its trusted partner. Strategic partners like France and Germany can help but cannot match the scale of US collaboration, especially in defense and technology. The 50% tariffs effective from 27 August pose serious challenges for India's IT, pharmaceuticals, textiles, gems and jewelry, and agriculture. But they also underline a truth. Geopolitics and economics are inseparable in today's world. For India, deft diplomacy, multilateral cooperation, and measured negotiations with the US will be key to navigating this storm. The road ahead may be rocky but not impassable.